Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Come on now, let's go! Mike. 19! Check 55, Mike. I got it. Check safety, check safety. Hey, tight. Middle.
Allen now on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jayon Brown came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
This nigga threw an out route. Came back. We couldn't even catch him.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14. They keep it with Henry on first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think
that's nice of you.
Naturally continue? Just make sure.
Touchdown.
Henry all alone. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the toss play, this is Drake. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second down, it's Drake. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to.
Go down.
And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Back deep, Adoree Jackson. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
I forgot to tell you, man, I had two.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. You ain't going.
Now Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. 11 yards there, 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line.
49, guys. Mike.
Mariota. And that is incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. 1st down, Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
58, boys. 58. Mike. Delta. You ain't doing nothing today. And 58 is a Mike.
Mariota now. Incomplete to the tight end Walker, right side. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington, and the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
That boy loose. Wake up, man. You get quiet, man. It'll be a wrap for you. Hey, Lou. You said what? Come on, take him.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick six last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After one, 17-7 is our score. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Allen. And that'll wind up incomplete.
You know it's bad when you got
trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. This meeting between the Bills and Titans, part of the NFL 100 series, and everybody remembers the Music City Miracle back in 1999 with 16 seconds left and the Titans trailing by 1. They took the kickoff. Frank Wycheck threw a lateral pass across the field to Kevin Dyson, who went 75 yards untouched for the game-winning score, as if the Bills had not already endured enough postseason heartache from the early 90s, and then they would not make the playoffs again until a couple of years ago in 2017. Play action. Now it's Allen. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. It's complete to Drake. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. And that's complete to Croft. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. Bills are certainly happy to have a healthy Tyler Croft. Remember, he had a season-ending foot injury last year with the Bengals in Week 5. So the Bills get him, and he re-injures that same foot in May in OTAs, but out there now and says he's feeling pretty good. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Drake, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Malcolm Butler dialed the corner blitz and earned the sack.
No good.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On second down, here's Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On third down, Mariota. Going deep for Walker. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the Texans, they have scored again and moved in front by a couple of touchdowns. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Hauschka now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Switch up, switch up. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota to throw it. And he finds his target. It's sharp. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On play action, Allen. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back?
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Wesley Woodyard, he does a little bit of everything, and this time he gets the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Allen now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now it's the backup Tannehill. And Walker has it. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On third down, it's Lewis. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first and 10, Tannehill. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Mariota. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 37.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Mariota going to give to Lewis. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Here's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Running, it's Drake. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing, Mariota. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Mariota now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. A 2nd down run with Lewis. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Now Mariota. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their 1st, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the score.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Check 99. Check 99.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Mariota. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
You got it.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Here's Mariota, option left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Pretty sizable gain of 8 that time on the keeper, but now it's 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take it.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now Allen, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Ed Oliver in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw Mariota. And the pressure gets to him again. Ed Oliver in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Third and long here for Mariota. Forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jayon Brown picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Allen. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Back-to-back big plays right there, and the Bills have another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down is Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Allen to throw once more. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Right? That's true. You've said that before. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mariota gives to Henry. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And very little issue in that one for the Redskins, opening their lead a bit further. A win would be their second on the young season. On play action, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Cameron Wake in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And this would complete to Andre Roberts. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Roberts with it over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky. Hey, orbit.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be.